Y'all, OMG with an extra G. Oh, okay, so this should be good. So, we have so much drama to uncover about the Dress to Impress Halloween update situation. Now, this quick disclaimer, do not target anyone in this video or anyone that I have said. This is all for educational purposes only. Now that's done, we should get straight into the video without stopping. Now, what is going on with Dress to Impress? The game was loved by the community, has been getting an enormous amount of hate recently. But why is that? Today, we're going to look a deep further on why everyone has suddenly hated DTI. Chapter 1, Greed. So, recently in the Halloween update, the community noticed something weird in the update. Not something necessarily weird, but something unusual. Let me give you a story. So a few months ago, DTI had kind of like a spring or summer update, I'm not quite sure. And they had this leaderboard, well, a way to get prizes by gaining XP. Many games do this, and it's just a way that when you play games, you can still get rewards. So, and there's like this XRP, and VIPs had a way to get their items, like they got extra items because they're paying £10 and roughly $10 for VIP. So DTI spoiled them. And since DTI had said nothing, and I mean nothing about the XB boost or something changing, everyone thought it would be the same as it was in the summer update. Wrong. Dead wrong. So, what was introduced in the Halloween update that no one asked for was another XP line, but this one was called the Diamond Night or something. I don't know. I'll put a screenshot for you guys to see. And in this one, you had to pay 200 Robux just to get it. And there was nothing for VIP. It's just that you had to pay $200. 200 Robux just to get a diamond pass, to get extra items basically. And this sparked outrage in the community. Like, I didn't even play DTI, but people that play DTI on a regular, I can feel how annoying this is for you. So, I'm sorry. But the thing is that the XP, because you have to get XP to get the prizes, because you're obviously not going to get it for free, right? So, even if you did buy the XP boost or whatever, you still, that means you had to grind to get your money's worth. Because if you did buy it and then you didn't get all the prize, you're gonna be like, I spent money on there. I'll be like that. And also, did I remind you that skipping one tier, by the way, is 200 Robux? Now that I think of it, I think the XB beast was 300 Robux, IDK. But it was 100 Robux more, I think. So, that means to skip one tier, just to get one more prize, you have to spend equal to 200 Robux. Now, pause the phone. What do you mean that I have to spend another 200 Robux just to get a prize that I already paid for? So people were calling this out, and they were kind of like, oh, why didn't DTI tell us this? But I think we all know what DTI was doing. They didn't want to get any drama. So we're going to slowly move on to our next chapter, the community. Chapter 2 is called the community. And the community has been pretty angry, and I can see why. The community has been asking for rings or earrings. I think they do have earrings for ages. And DTI finally got that. But do you know what you have to do? Pay for the diamond pass. I did a little bit more research, and I did find out with the Byee pass. So Sorry for that. But you have to pay just to get something the community was asking for ages? Yeah, no, sorry. I need to find a new dress up game if that's the case. Because I think what DTI is doing is that they know that if they put something the community desperately wants, they're gonna desperately buy it. And they know that if the community buys that body pass because it has something they desperately want, and they don't finish it in time, they're gonna desperately buy the skip a tear thingy because they're desperate and not want to waste their money. Also, it's October, which is the start of the school season for the UK, and most players on DTI are from the UK, and most people are still in school. Most homework's back, homework's due, homework's back on. Yeah, like so. Where will we have time to get all of this XP? For example, where will we get time? Because we won't get time because there's no time. I'm not saying there's no time to play DTI. You can play DTI whenever you want. Clear at school. I don't care. Is that most people will probably not have time to play DTI. And that's understandable. Like, you're a student, not everything has to be about Roblox, or anything. So, yeah. That's what just I'm saying, because I just recommend you not to buy the body pass because it's only be there for limited time. Also, I don't think DTI actually listens to the community. Here are some reasons why. In the past, DTI was always adding new stuff. They were listening to the community. They were basically, the number one game on how good the communication to the community was. But then I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the way, they just started becoming a little bit greedy. I don't know, but it's starting to look that all they care about is making a profit by what they actually said. Also, Gigi, the creator of DTI, promised us some plus size characters. Well, not promise, but did say, and say, oh, this should be an update on January, but gave us no recall of that. Like, she said, oh, we're gonna add plus size bodies, we're working on it, but gave us no updates. If you say that you didn't, if you can't or didn't want to put the plus size body, I know the internet is gonna be like, oh, why? But after a while, it'll be fine, right? Because you can't just tell us, oh, I might do this, and just never give us updates. Like, that's not how it works. And last year Halloween's update was so good as well. Like, what? And I'm just here, like, oh, I'm just here, like, oh, I have to pay. Because let's be real here, no one wants to pay, do they? I mean, who would want to pay? Now that's why I am so grateful that I didn't buy VIP. I begged my mom to give me Robux just so I can buy VIP, just to end up not buying it and spending on this ugly outfit. And I am so glad, because the minute I was about to buy VIP, I was like, should I really buy VIP? And I was like, oh, I'll probably not even like the game in the future. Should get it. And I'm so thankful I listened to my younger self, because now I barely play DTI. I barely play Roblox in that now. So it's actually kind of crazy on how much I know, I guess. But yeah. Chapter 3 Conclusion. So, what I think from all of this, that DTI needs to listen to their community. They need to try and start making things less expensive. Or if they're even gonna add a paywall, they should try and make it less expensive, for example. Like maybe instead of 100 for the body pass, they could make it like 50, maybe half the price. And also that maybe listening to the community is the best ever. Because once the community knows that you're just greedy and you don't really care about the game, trust me, they move on. And communities move on fast. You see the Royal High incident, you do not want to repeat that. No game wants to repeat what happened to Royal High. Trust me. So, DTI, if you're listening to this, change up fast. Before everyone else totally turns it away and goes back to another game which I heard is in development that sounds so good right now that I actually might play myself. So DTI, if you want to stay on the top of the game again, and you want everyone raving about you again, I think it's time for you to step up and actually make the game better. Now, that's 11 minutes from me. I should stop yapping. You guys, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell so you can get this body post. You know when to post. And see you in the next video. Bye!